Alright, and I think I got the last of everything that I need. Yep, got that. Let's see here. Oh, and here we are. All I've got to say is, welcome to Mississippi, and yeah, I guess we'll start this thing off with a little bit of a farm tour. Alright, so first off, yes, this is a pre-built farm. This is just a little satellite farm. When enough mods come out, since I'm going to try to run this quite lengthy of a series. We'll definitely build our own farm, but for now, just to get the ball rolling since this came out yesterday. Also, late, but Merry Christmas, everybody. We've got, starting us off, our 6.7 liter Power Stroke Limited. Of course, had to put the push bar on the front with the big old pipe, the drop hitch, and of course the gooseneck for when new mods come out and more stuff is able to be pulled. We have our 12-row foldable corn head sitting over here. Don't know why I have it sitting over here, but, well, yeah, space is very limited. And then, of course, we have one of the brand new converts, the 4440. We'll fire this thing up for you. I've got it sitting in the bushes because right now there's not really many mods to use with it, but we will utilize it. Maybe I need to pull it out. Let's just stick it over here on the corner because, yeah, it's too nice of a tractor to be just hiding in the bushes. So, we do have our International Eagle. This is the TransStar. We've got two of them. Exactly same setup, the small mower with that. With what the equipment I'm running, it doesn't really make sense, but I didn't want to get anything too big. So we're going to run two small mowers. We have this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 shank ripper that we're going to be using for maybe creating fields and such. We have a beautiful cultivator. Don't really know if we're going to be using that a whole lot. Coming over here, we have our big 35-foot John Deere header for corn, or for beans, my bad, and for wheat, oat, canola, and other things. And then our main combine, we went with a little bit smaller, but is an S760. I didn't put duals on it because I was going to originally try to start this off as a smaller farm. Still is kind of small. I say that as I turn to the 1775 NT. There is no good planter mods out right now, and I wasn't using something European. So this is what we're running with. Like I said, there is our other mower and international setup. And then we'll come over here. This is the big frame AGCO DT225. This is a horsepower tractor. We've got this Vaterstad. I'm probably not saying that right, but this is going to be our quote-unquote demo, because there's also no good cultivators without really stepping up on horsepower and size tractors. So we're going to use this. I got a neighbor in real life who uses it. He says he loves it, so maybe it's good. And then, of course, we do have an 8R, and that is going to be our main planting tractor. But without further ado, we do have some barley, I think, or maybe it's oats. We've got a little bit of harvest, so we'll go ahead and get this thing started and see how this map goes. Alright, so as you can see, we do have our beautiful header behind us. We're up in this amazing Ford, and we are hauling the mail. We're going a little too fast for a header. We'll look over here. So we're going to field 50. This is the map right now. Like I said, it's a Mississippi map. Shout out. This came on Christmas. It is on Patreon. I think it's like $10 to buy it or something like that. Oh, and we're losing control. My bad. Anywho, there was a lot of mods that came out on Christmas Day. Therefore, yeah, I had to jump on this really quick because I'm getting tired of Elm Creek and Monteith. I'm sure everybody else will jump on this too, but we'll deal with that as it goes along. Alright, so here we are firing the S760L up, make sure everything is good. Go ahead and get on the road because, like I said, we have that field to harvest. We got our truck down there, and then the header's down there already, as well as a semi. So all we got to do is hook the header up and start right into these oats or barley. You know, I can't even remember what was planted. And man, look at that. Look at everything around us. This place is absolutely beautiful. This map is great. I can't wait for y'all to play it. I'm sure that a lot of you will end up purchasing it. And today will be the first day that videos probably come out for this map. I'm sure there's going to be quite a few guys who do reviews. But I'm going to go ahead and jump right into a series for y'all because I know that's what probably everybody wants to see. Alright, so there's not a great way to get over here. There is an entrance way back. But what we're going to do with the Combine, since it has such big tires, we're going to kind of just slowly cross the ditch, not break anything. And yeah, I'll catch you guys when we get this hooked up. Well, here we go. We got this all hooked up. We'll go ahead and try to get over here, lower the header to not hit our truck. Fire this thing up and jump right in. Let's go ahead and cut these off at the end. We'll be able to pull our header cart into the field. And yeah, then we'll knock this field out. Alright, so we've got this all opened up. Let's go ahead and unload so we can start fresh. Put our pipe out here slowly. Don't run into the TranStar. See if we can get close enough. This is our first time. There we go. We are unloading.
Man, I always had stories about the city life and the crazy nights. Figure I should probably give it a try. Maybe check it out, see what it's all about. But the traffic was fast and the money was slow. The people I met you never get to know. I kinda miss this place I used to live back home. 'Cause up here it's breakneck, paycheck, rat race, what's next? I'm tired of feeling like a small fish in a big pond. I think I'll go back where I came from, where everybody knows my name. My friends are still the same. I guess the slow life hit me just right, like a bonfire on a cold night. Hell, and you can keep your 9 to 5. Happy with the simple life. Yeah, I ain't here to try to change your mind. I'm trying to save you time, in case you're thinking about breaking out the bucket list. Girl, you can skip this funny business. 'Cause up there it's complicated and overrated. Down here everything is understated. That's alright by me. I got everything that I need, but there is breakneck, paycheck, rat race, what's next? I'm tired of feeling like a small fish in a big pond. I think I'll go back where I came from, where everybody knows my name. All my friends are still the same. I guess the slow life hit me just right, like a bonfire on a cool night. Yeah, you can keep your 9 to 5, 'cause I'm happy with the simple life.
Alright, well, we just climbed out of the John Deere S760. We've done a lot of the Field 50. As you can see, it's decent size, not too big, but, I mean, we must have had a rain a few days. Like I said, I was out on vacation, so we are cutting some pretty deep ruts, but our semi is pretty much full, so we'll go ahead and run that to the granary. Alright, well, we have our oats stored. Eventually, when the price is right and we get the, thumbs up from our grain commodity marketer guy, we will go ahead and call the train and sell that. But I wonder if we can sneak in from the back. Okay, hopefully this is nobody's private property. Kids, don't try this at home. Yeah, definitely don't do this, but yeah, look at that. Maybe I can make a little pathway back here. Well, here we are. We got the old AGCO DT225 hooked up to the old tillage tool right here, and we're gonna go see what it does. Like I said, this is a demo. If we like it, we might purchase it, or quote-unquote, we might just wait until a good mod comes out. Alrighty, here we go. We're going down here. So, basically, I wanted to say a few words while we're on our way down here. We've got big plans for this series. I don't know if somebody will end up joining this or if I'll just keep this as a solo series, but this is a very big map, so you guys are probably going to see a lot of upgrades with bigger equipment eventually, but not to fret. We definitely will have some older equipment and stuff like that in there, but until then, we're just going to have to do with what we got. Like I said, the planter's a little bit bigger than what I wanted, as well as the combine. I wanted to start off small in the Mississippi and then work myself up, but we're working with what we got. Alright, so here we are back at the field. We'll go ahead, turn around, and we will unfold. Let's see here. Oh yeah, it's working. Like I said, this is a foreign piece of equipment, but the Ag Revolution nearby is starting to hold these and a bunch of Fendt products as well. So let's set this down and see how this works. Well, and just like that, I think it is about time for lunch. We definitely got a lot of work done today. Probably continue here in a little bit. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to park this bad boy, shut everything off, and we are going to go run the combine back at the home base. So maybe that tomorrow we can get this thing cleaned up, maybe something like that, and get back to working that ground. And then we're basically just going to be playing a waiting game until either a couple of our new fields get bought out, or we just wait until something else comes up that we need to do. But with that being said, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for all of the love and support. I cannot wait to keep seeing what this map may bring and all the new mods that may be featured on it. We will catch y'all in the next one. Thank you guys so much for watching. Oh, well, just came back from the grocery and looks like our corn is ready. Can't complain because it is the last field of the year for us. We have some pending bids on some fields. Don't know if they'll win them or not. We may have some fields at the end of the year that we can pick up and start working the ground, or, you know, maybe we'll just have to straight out buy it. Anywho, a lot has gone on at the farm, and I'm going to give you a little tour. I know you had a little tour last time, but there's been a lot of change here recently. Well, we'll just keep that there. As you can see, same old, same old, same old, same old. You know, not much going on here. This is all the same. Yeah, you've seen this, and, oh, yeah, this is new. So, let's, give you a little tour. So it is a butler shed, has a wrap-around driveway for our trucks to come in and out of. And then if we open this up, here is the big surprise. Yep, we bought an auger wagon, a Demco 850, and I know what y'all are thinking. Yeah, you're gonna slap that thing on the 8R, aren't you? No, we're gonna put it on the 4440 and see how she holds up. So basically all I'm gonna do is pull this thing around. I'll leave it running. As you can see, we started working some ground out here, and when I get out of this, I'll show you it and let y'all just take a gander at this beautiful piece of machinery. So I know the tractor's probably pretty loud, but here is what we're working with. I know what y'all are thinking. There's no way this could happen. No way this is a thing in real life. Well, I'm here to tell you it is. I've seen 4440s pull 870 bushel upward. So this is, I mean, we wouldn't put this at a full load. Are we going to? Yeah, sure, we're going to. But, you know, this tractor needs to be used. I don't have any mods to use it with, so this is our best option, and I can't lie, it looks amazing. So without further ado, it's already 9:10. That's, corn should be drying down, so we'll back the combine out and head down there. So I know what you're thinking, there's only one of me plus maybe a hired hand or two. What are we needing a grain cart for with as little acreages recover? Well, this is basically just so I can park it on the end of the field if need be and unload into it in case the trucks get all full. We do not this year have a rotation of corn in a big enough field where we will need to haul many loads, but we went ahead and bought it, you know, quote-unquote tax write-off. You guys know what I'm talking about. And just so we can stay ahead, because we have a lot of ground to purchase. As you can see, I do have about $4.4 million to my name, but that will almost all certainly disappear when we buy extra ground. Go ahead and unfold this head. Oh, goodness. I don't know about this, guys. We're going to see what the moisture is. Like I said, we had a little shower on it yesterday. Ooh, we about took out that telephone pole, not paying attention. Go ahead and set this down. Fire it on up. I think everything's running. We got the PTO on and everything good. Alrighty, so let's just edge onto this field. Let's see here. Yep, going good, going good. Everything on the monitor is reading well. So everything seems to be going very well. I mean, we're actually reading on our moisture content. Yeah, it's not bad at all. It's only 16, 17. So, I mean, we obviously usually want it at 15, but we're all direct hauling it and storing it. So, yeah, I think we're good to go. So all I'm going to do now is take a little hike, go grab the grain cart, and yeah, we'll really get into this field. You know, it's definitely showing that it had rained in the past few days. We're definitely going to kick up some mud. Look at it all on the tires there, but it'll be okay. That's why we have our tillage tool, and yeah, I'm going to be the one who sees this later when the corn and beans get stunted and vice versa. So I'm going to take a hike and bring the auger wagon back.
Oh, I've been long gone, wanna talk to you. I've been hustling for so long. Oh, and I've been thinking about the past, and it keeps me going on. Oh, and I can't stop, no, I don't stop. It's only I can see. Even if I end up all alone, I know my destiny. My mama told me we all bleed the same sun. Oh, prejudice and pride will make you change. Just always remember where you come from. 'Cause I know you were born to break the chain. So I'm on my way. Yes, I'm leaving today. Are you riding with me? See, I'm living in the nightlife, but I got a fire that burns so bright. From the back road to the street. I've been long gone for so damn long, so don't tell me that you have to go. Will you still be waiting for me? Tell me, 'cause I gotta know. See, and I can't stop, no, I don't stop. It's only I can see. If I die trying to turn the tide, y'all remember me. See, Mama told me we all bleed the same sun. Oh, prejudice and pride will make you change. Just always remember where you come from. 'Cause I know you were born to make a change. So I'm on my way. Yes, I'm leaving today. Are you ride with me? Lord, living in the nightlife, but I got a fire that burns so bright. From the back road to the street. See, I'm on my way. Yes, I'm leaving today. Are you ride with me? Yes, I'm living in the nightlife, but I got a fire that burns so bright. From the back road to the street.
Alright, so we're out of the combine here, and yeah, we're full. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna go take another long walk. Yes, we are 100% full, and we are going to go grab a semi, unload it, and then that honestly probably will fill up the entire semi. Or it'll be darn close, I'll say that. So we'll just position it over here. Since this field's pretty muddy, I don't want the trucks getting stuck, so we'll put that right there. And yeah, we'll go and grab the semi. Alright, so here we are in the beautiful old International. Look how clean this thing is. Giants did a great job on it. And man, I cannot believe we have these on our farm. Eventually we're going to sell these off, get new grain trailers, new trucks, probably bigger equipment. But we're starting off smaller I should say. I mean, we're running a pretty big operation. But we're starting off smaller, and we don't need to jump the gun too much. So the plan of action here is to pull in. What we're going to do is, while the trailer is light and not loaded, We're just gonna make a big old U over here. Good lord, this is rough. Honestly, we probably shouldn't be working this. I'm gonna have to go in where the tracks are and honestly rip them up with a shank, so we might get started on that at some point. But here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take this trailer, pull it up here, and then we'll unload. And there we have it. We got our grain all emptied out and raring, ready to go. We'll come over here. We're going to take our little devious shortcut again. Like I said, hope owner of the land doesn't care. I mean, this is most likely a walking path, kind of. I don't know, maybe it's a road, but I mean, surely they don't mind. Alright, so we're unloading, and once we get fully unloaded, we're going to go right back in and try to knock as much of this out as we can. I'm hoping we get finished today, probably get all the equipment back. We either will pressure wash it and clean it up, or we'll get the 8R hooked up to the shank ripper and pull it down here to get it prepped for working our ruts. Well, here we are. We're going to go ahead and lower it. We're on our last pass, and goodness gracious, the end rows are compacted on this left side. We are going to have to do some very, very serious deep tillage on those. I'm definitely going to do that today, run over it once or twice, and then probably come back and hit it again. So we'll go ahead and unload this, and then I'm going to drive the semi or the combine back down to the shop, and then immediately hook up that and start working some ground. Well, 8R is all ready to go. I'm going to hit the road and run some errands because we got a lot of bills to pay. So we'll catch y'all in the next one. Thanks for watching. Alrighty, let's just get this all finished up. Get some of the header too. Well, that's all done. I did see someone mention something about an 8-row head, and I think for the size farm running, they're probably right. Probably no reason to have 12-row, but I've come to terms with it. I think we're just going to roll with the 12-row. And we got everything all checked over. We did do that. Everything's pretty much winterized and ready to go, so we just need to fold the header. And yeah, we've got to do some reapplying here, whatever you want to call it, reorganizing. And then, of course, we have to work some ground. But yes, we have new tractors. We have the brand new 4050 John Deere. This thing is probably the meanest tractor we have. I mean, this thing is amazing. And then, of course, we have the 8950. These are both came to me. One was on King's Mods, the other was a private mod, and then of course the Kinsey got converted as well. I mean, your guys are going to see a lot of changes in this series. Kind of sorry about that, but things are always adapting, and we're trying to make it a little more interesting, more equipment, more tractors. I'm loving the setup we got. We still have the Agco over here, which I don't know how long that's going to stay. But anywho, we're going to get up in here, close this up, and then we will get in the 8R, and we got to go bust up some ground where we put way too much compaction in. We haven't even been here a couple of months, and yeah, we already have way too much stuff. I also forgot the International's full of corn, so we will have to go haul that. But now it is time to get up in the big ol' 8R and go work some ground. Along with working ground today, I think we're going to get some cover crop out, as well as we have to till under these potatoes. When we bought this ground, farmer had planted potatoes. We were told it was soybeans for whatever reason, and then when we showed up, I just never went and looked, paid attention. I knew it looked different, but yeah, we've definitely got to work that under with this tractor as well. So what we'll go down here and do is we'll make some end passes, bust up the ground, and then we will head back and change our 3-point hitch over onto our new disc that I haven't shown you guys, and then we'll work that ground as well. Alrighty, here we go. So we put a lot of stuff on this end row because that is where we had our stuff parked, and then we had a lot of problems over here going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. So we're just going to work a little bit of this up, and we'll put you on a time lapse, and we'll meet you back when we're done.
Down in Louisiana, where the tall, tall pine trees grow, there live a preacher daughter, and she knows how to jelly roll. And a papa wanna save my soul, but a sweet talking daughter, Lord, she loves to jelly roll. Yes, she do. a gal in old St. Louis, one in San Antonio. Come and get it while you can, for tomorrow I'll be gone. And my good gal sitting alone, she hollered her back, Daddy, Daddy, will you come in home? Won't you come on home? Them are gals in Mississippi get along and they talk.
Alright, well, we've got that done. If you turn around and look, got the two worst parts busted up. I'm not going to spend too much time on it because we will, I guess, hit that at some point with the Summers disc. So now what we need to go do is go back to the farm, and we need to detach this hookup to the Summers disc, and then we have to work up those potatoes. So there it is, it's detached. Let's go over here, and here is the beautiful Summers disc we have purchased. I know what you guys are thinking, good lord, you keep making a lot of purchases. And yes, I am. I'm making a lot of purchases, but for all the good reasons. So let's go grab the 8R hookup to it, and yeah, we'll get you back on another time lapse. Sorry if it is super long, this is a pretty big field, but we have a lot of other stuff to do as well. So we're all hooked up, let's see if we can raise up, down, we're all good, and we'll just take it and drag it, and look at that, we are rolling.
City life and the crazy nights. Figure I should probably give it a try. Maybe check it out, see what it's all about. But the traffic was fast and the money was slow. The people I met you never get to know. I kinda miss this place I used to live back home. 'Cause up here it's breakneck, paycheck, rat race, what's next? I'm tired of feeling like a small fish in a big pond. I think I'll go back where I came from, where everybody knows my name. My friends are still the same. I guess the slow life hit me just right, like a bonfire on a cold night. Hell, and you can keep your 9 to 5. Happy with the simple life. Yeah, I ain't here to try to change your mind, trying to save your time, in case you're thinking about breaking out the bucket list. Girl, you can skip this funny business, 'cause up there it's complicated and overrated. Down here everything is understated. That's alright by me. I got everything that I need, but there is breakneck, paycheck, rat race, what's next? I'm tired of feeling like a small fish in a big pond. I think I'll go back where I came from, where everybody knows my name. All my friends are still the same. I guess the slow life hit me just right, like a bonfire on a cool night. Yeah, you can keep your 9 to 5, 'cause I'm happy with the simple life.
Alrighty, and something big has just arrived at the farm, so let me go grab it and we'll finish this field up with it. You guys are going to be so excited, I know I am. And here it is, the neighbor gave us a beautiful, oh man, he brought it by and said he had something we could try out if we wanted to, and he's demoing this too. So I'm on the list for this. I don't quite know what brand this is, not really any clue, but it looks kind of like a mock till, kind of like the Kinsey one, so we're going to take this 9RX and give it a whirl. Alrighty, so we're up in the 9RX, and good lord, this thing is smooth as butter. Let's take this around, make sure we don't hit the gas tank. Goodness, this thing moves really, really weird, but really, really cool. Let's see here, we'll take it out here and start unfolding it right here. Just kind of see what it does. Oh yeah, look at the size of that thing. We'll really be able to finish this field fast. Man, we're just, you know, one of these days maybe we'll be big enough to try one of these. So I wanted to get out and highlight the fact that the tracks do make way less of an indentation in the ground, which is common knowledge IRL, but in game I didn't know if that would translate. So this is a very, very neat feature that we have going on here, and I absolutely can't wait to knock this field out. So let's climb up in the 9RX and get this thing done.
Well, when I woke up, she was looking at me. She told me I've been cheating on her in her dream. Lord, it wasn't a thing I could do or say to change her mind any way. She told me things was gonna change. If I wanted her, I couldn't stay the same. So I stopped going out on Friday nights. I stopped drinking with the boys. Yeah, everything she asked, I left in the past just to try to bring her joy. For the record, it can't be understated. All I've been domesticated. She told me top off her Jeep, the one I bought her when I sold my old GT. And I bumped in to my good friend, and he asked me where the hell had I been. So I told him what she told me. If I didn't change, she was gonna leave. So I stopped going out on Friday nights. I stopped drinking with the boys. Everything she asked, I left in the past just to try to bring her joy. For the record, it can't be understated. I'm domesticated. But when I got home, she sat me down, said she wasn't happy and she wanted out. Everything about the man she once loved is long gone, baby, and it's all because I stopped going out on Friday nights. I stopped drinking with the boys. Everything she asked, I left in the past just to try to bring her joy. For the record, it can't be understated. Lord, I've been domesticated. Lord, I've been domesticated. All I do is stay at home all damn day.
Well, we got out of the John Deere 9RX. We have a little bit more. I'm going to do that myself, but this has been a long day. The sun is going down, and yeah, we've got a lot done today, so I'm going to go ahead and bring the 8R over there, and yeah, I guess we'll finish that up at a later date. So there we have it. We've got it all done. We'll let him come pick that up. Man, it has been a good day. We will catch y'all in the next one, and we'll probably be skipping ahead some months. And alright, it seems like we are dumping out our grain here. And would you look at that, end of March already. It means we have got to start planting our early beans. It is early in the morning, but that's not going to stop us. Ground is firm and it is ready, and boy are we going to get rolling. And home sweet home at the farm. Let's go ahead and get this planter out and load it up. And today we are going to be running the Kinsey on the beautiful 8950. This is probably the best setup we have. I don't know, maybe the AGCO on it would look good. I'm running this, so we'll go ahead and pull it around. I'm going to go ahead and unpin it, and we're going to start loading seed into that thing. Alright, so the Kinsey 3600 is all ready to go. We'll just go ahead and pull the truck up, and I think what we're going to do with this field here, since there's not much behind the new buildings, we're going to do this side over here in beans, and then at the back of the shed over, we're going to do this all in corn, as well as another corn and bean field down yonder. So, yes, this is going to be corn, over there's beans. Simple enough. Alright, we got the lids off, and let's start chucking bags. And that does it. A bunch of bags later, and we're ready to move the ram, and we're ready to head to the field. Now, I will admit it is pretty foggy this morning, but that is not going to stop how the seed gets in the ground, so we'll just pull over here. Yeah, we're here. We worked the ground. You saw what we did last fall. We went ahead and we used our neighbor's little quote-unquote demo. Pretty nice. Way out of our price range. So, what we're going to do is set it down and start doing some in-rows, and then, yeah, we'll meet back when we either run out of seed or change to something else. And here we go, we're on our last little pass here for this half of the farm. Well, I shouldn't say half, it's more than the half, it's like 3/4. Anywho, we're getting this done, and yeah, we've got to go pick something up at the store, because there's something this weekend that is really happening that is super exciting. You're not going to want to miss it. Alright, so I got a call from my little secret place that I was telling you guys about, and we gotta go down there. We're gonna continue planning, or at least start, for the next day after we get back, but this is gonna sit here for now. I gotta go take the semi, because it's, like I said, it's a big surprise. I mean, this may not be the biggest surprise for you guys, but it's big for me, and I think it's a good addition to the farm to help us, you know, move stuff around, if you're picking up what I'm putting down. And we're off. Yes, we got a brand new to us trailer. It's very used, but we're going to use it to haul stuff to antique shows, old farmers' pools, and much more. This weekend we got a farm show, and a couple of the tractors that I got, you know, they're in pretty nice condition for what they are, so we entered up a little competition, and we're going to see if we can't bring home a plaque. And here we are with the old Eagle Transtar hooked up to this beautiful and amazing pits trailer. I tell you what, don't have enough room. I'm gonna have to pull that up. I don't know what I was thinking. So we are gonna be taking our beautiful and amazing 4050 and our 4440. We both got them cleaned up decently. Yeah, they're gonna be going in a parade and a show this weekend. Now that's what I like to call a wide load. Man, we'll park this thing and get back to rolling in the field. So instead of going far, we put a different seed in, changed over the plates, and we're going to put some really early day corn in here as well. It'll go a few days after the beans, so hopefully this will be the first cornfield we get out, and of course that'll be the first bean field we get out. But I think we'll be able to get this done, so let's go ahead and get up in the 8950 and get it done. Now, the beans over there were E3, so we can treat them as like non-GMO. We're just going to have to be very careful on what we spray, since we do have corn right here going right up next to it. We don't want any kind of drifting action. So, like I said, let's get into the field, and we'll meet you when we're done. And here we go, the last pass on this field. This will be our first harvest. This is our first plant on this field, and it'll be our first harvest. Man, this is so exciting. I tell you what, there's nothing better than the setup I'm running right now. Well, we'll go ahead and let this thing all connect and do its thing with all its hydraulics. This thing is awesome the way it moves. Super simple as well. Alrighty, so let's go put this under the awning over here over the shed, And yeah, then we are going home for the day, and then we gotta get up early in the morning because tomorrow's Saturday, and we gotta go to that parade. Well, that does it. Let's go ahead and close these doors up, and yeah, we will catch y'all in the next one. And here we are. Yeah, we've had some complicated things happen, I guess you could say. And as you can see, new trailer, a new truck, new skid steer. Feeling great to say the least. Oh, and yeah, there's a couple things around here going on. I guess I owe you all an explanation. Now, a little PSA. I understand there's some fields already ready, and I know that Mississippi has a different growing season than we do, but where I'm from, we're just now planting. So I'm always going to run my series like where I grew up from. So if you guys get a little confused at why I'm not adhering to whatever map it is, I'm sorry, but that's just the way that I know how to do it, and I don't want to bend to anything else. Without further ado, yeah, our neighbor is going to let us try this for this season. It's a J&M 875. One thing I'm going to shout out real quick is how good it looks, but I don't know why the badges don't look good at all until you either get up close to it or I don't know. And they get worse and worse as you go away from it. But, we're going to see how it does. I like this size a little better than what we have. I want to move away from something a little more base game, so we're definitely going to run it and see how it does. But today we have to finish up one more field to plant, and then we have to spray. So we're going to go ahead and grab the old... We're going to run the AGCO, I'm not going to lie. We're going to grab the old AGCO here, the good old DT225. Got it up to the Kinsey. We have it full of seed, and we're about to go planting. I absolutely love this tractor. This is the big frame version, so it's not the same that most guys have base game. Actually, it's not, but a lot of things have been done to it, and I love it. I know thumbnails don't really love these guys, so this may not be in a thumbnail, maybe. I don't know, but we've got some corn to go plant. Accidentally planted a field, guys. I'm not gonna lie, it was supposed to be beans, ended up being Milo. So we've got a field of Milo now, but that's okay. Change it up a little bit. And we have one more cornfield to plant. We are going to do corn on corn over there at the field we had already harvested. So it is what it is. Let's get down there and start planting. And here we are, of course. The field that we had was our oat field over there that got into Milo. I know that's a weird rotation, but here we are. We went ahead, and as you guys have seen, we worked our most compacted spots. Now what we're going to do is go ahead and put the planter around, and yeah, we'll see you when we're done.
Well, when I woke up, she was looking at me. She told me I've been cheating on her in her dream. Lord, it wasn't a thing I could do or say to change her mind in any way. She told me things was gonna change. If I wanted her, I couldn't stay the same. So I stopped going out on Friday nights. I stopped drinking with the boys. Yeah, everything she asked, I left in the past just to try to bring her joy. For the record, it can't be understated. All I've been domesticated. She told me top off her Jeep with the boys. Everything she asked, I left in the past just to try to bring her joy. For the record, it can't be understated. Lord, I've been domesticated. Lord, I've been domesticated. All I do is stay at home all damn day.
And here we are here, look at that last pass, and we've got another cornfield. This is going to be corn on corn. I don't know how many years we'll do this, but the bushels was just so good last year, I could not, I could not just come in here and plant corn again. Well, we're loaded up and rolling out. It's time to go hop in the beautiful sprayer, guys. We picked this up recently. We're actually going to take the neighbor's road down here, because we're still looking at acquiring this, but, yeah, I don't know. It's pretty pricey, and it's a bit big. And since we're done with the year for the planter, go ahead and, yeah, we brought our little sprayer over here. Go ahead and pressure wash this thing. Yeah, here we go. We'll just go ahead and rinse the whole thing off, and see when we're done. So we're done here. Everything looks beautiful over here. I just love the way these Kinsey looks, and we're gonna go ahead and put this thing up in the garage. We've been keeping it outside, and it's kind of getting some bird crap on it, and yeah, we're just gonna push it over here in the corner, call it good. And here we go for the year. Got it parked. We're gonna come over here, go over the sprayer. We've already got it filled up, and I think we're gonna spray our corn ground first. Hit it, of course, with a couple of modes of action, and yeah, we will be good. We got it on this good old 4440, a little bit better row crop than our other one. And yeah, man, I think this pull type is going to do us well. And of course, before we spray all of our beans today, we definitely do have to swish out the tank as much as possible, because, yeah, I mean, we're not going to be putting anything too harsh on them, because I don't want to drift corn or beans, so we're just going to be using some different decent things that aren't going to hurt them. Yeah, we'll go ahead and unfold this thing, get spraying. And here we are, we're off. Gonna go a little slow right here. Gonna go ahead and turn it all the way up and all the mail across this field. Get this sprayed, and hopefully there won't be any weeds. Well, we got everything changed out here. We're not going to go and spray over there because I don't want to have any seedling blight injuries from the spraying this. So we went ahead and we've got our bean, everything, our bean chemical in there. So we're going to go over here, start over here on the left, and yeah, well, I'm sorry this is a time-lapse video, but we've got to unfortunately do some of these things, and I'm sure next video will be a lot better. Well, that's enough spraying for the day. We don't have anything up off the ground. I had residuals in, so we got some residua down, of course, so it'll keep some of the weeds down already. But yeah, we're about done for today. I don't think we have much left on our plan. So until then, I guess we'll catch you all in the next one. Well, here we are. It is go time, ladies and gentlemen. Look at this. We have the old Agco hooked up to the J&M. 875 bushel. Like I said, neighbors letting us try this out. Did get a new truck, so unfortunately, old F250 will be leaving us shortly. We did pull the combine out, which I can't even tell you. Combine's back over there. It's getting ready. We made a pass around this cornfield, and it was still a point or two high from what we wanted since we don't have bins. I think we're gonna wait, but the soybeans look about ready as can be. Now you're probably wondering, William, dude, why is your combine over here? You don't have the header or anything. You might have caught it earlier. It's hard to see, but we got a demo. I know, we demo a lot of things around here. But this was one that they actually came to me and see if I wanted to try out. Every farmer has already been testing it out, but they brought me one of the new ones, and we'll run over there and go see what it is. And then also, I don't know if I showed you guys or not, but we do indeed have a new trailer. Like I said, I might have, I don't know, but it is a Dakota. We needed a little bit more, so we've got the other one in the fence row. Don't know if we'll sell that, what we'll do with it, and if we like the J&M, we might purchase that, because this one, like I said, we're just trying to move away from some base game things, and I don't know, I don't just like love the look of the Demco, so we might roll with the J&M. Like I said, I don't know why the branding on it is so bad looking, because everything else on my game looks great, so I don't think it's a personal problem. I think it's just something maybe a modder struggled with while converting it or something, which is okay. But without further ado, and yeah, I guess I need to show you, I'm sure you guys have seen this too, but this is my new 2500 GMC. This thing is slick. Look, it's got the big old mud grabbers on it, got a light up top, a little rack, and yeah, we've got it all there. And of course, we already have our John Deere 8R hooked up to our Summers disc, because we are going to have to work some ground at some point soon. But yeah, here's the big reveal. Man, this thing is crazy. Look at this. AF11 axial flow. Got this, they brought down the big ol' 50-foot MacDon header. I don't even know what to do with this. I mean, this is crazy. We're gonna climb up in here and take a pass or two, and we might use it to knock out this whole field, honestly. So here we are, we're up in it. Nothing's on, let's go ahead and fire her up. So as you can see, we have a bunch of buttons, of course, on the screen here. We can see our rotor speed, our sieve settings, all that kind of good stuff. Pretty typical combine. I mean, yes, this thing is massive. It's awesome We got our radio. I mean, there's a lot of stuff in here, a lot of bells and whistles, but it should function about the same as any other. So we'll go ahead and fire this thing up. It is the flex head too, so when we're on ground that is not flat, it will flex, and I guess we'll go ahead and just edge forward into this. I will say the one thing I'm not enjoying in Farm Sim right this second, and I don't know if mappers maybe and modders have, you know, a choice at it, but the divots that the tire tracks put in on some of these fields, and I know sometimes, I don't know if it differs, but it's way too deep. So when you run over it, it's like you're in like a foot rut, which I don't really enjoy. I don't think it's realistic. I mean, if you were in a muddy field, yes, but I don't think that's real representative of how most of this goes. Anywho, this combine, let me tell you what, this thing is awesome. I mean, just look at the size swath we're taking with this thing. I mean, this field took forever to plant. This combine is massive. It's way bigger than our John Deere over here. Well, maybe I shouldn't say way bigger. Maybe that's an exaggeration, but yeah, I am going to shut it off real quick to see what I'm talking about. I mean, that's like a literal, and it may be hard to see on here, but I can tell it's like a mound. Like, as you can see, I mean, it's like a dirt bike. It's like we're hitting a dirt bike route. Anywho, I'm gonna quit complaining, because it still is awesome that we do have ground deformation. And yeah, I think what we're gonna do here is we will just make a pass around the field or something, go and grab our grain cart, because I'm sure we will be full. And we'll get the trucks all stationed, everything all good, and yeah, we'll definitely knock this field out today, because it won't take too long with a 50-foot dripper head like this. We'll leave the old AF11 running. We didn't make a whole trip around. We did just a little bit, opened up the ends. So, first thing I'm going to do here is grab the old International, and man, I'm excited. I mean, eventually we're going to have to get a new semi. That is not a question at all. These semis, this old International Transtar, I'm sure most of you guys who play this game realize that it doesn't have a lot of horsepower or pulling power, honestly. I mean, let's be real, this thing kind of bogs down when you get a full thing of grain. And we're up in the DT. I told you guys a little bit ago that this thing was leaving, but, you know, I'm not too sure, especially now that if we get a grain cart this size, I'm thinking this is about our only option, maybe the 8R, but I don't want to overutilize the 8R, especially because it's been out for a while now, and this is the big frame pack, so this AGCO has a lot done to it. But we're going to pull up under the AF11, go ahead and get her unloaded so we can go ahead and just knock it out on a time lapse. We'll see here. This is a little bit undersized for this combine, I know, but that's why it's a demo. And here we are. We'll just for some giggles, we'll go over here and test this new grain cart out. It feels good. It's not as long, and that's one thing I like about it. A little easier to store. It looks a little better, and it actually holds more. I know that's surprising because it doesn't look like it, but it does. So we'll go ahead. We'll just let this thing run, hop up in the AF11, and man, let's just jump right into the soybean field.
Had stories about the city life and the crazy nights. Figure I should probably give it a try. Maybe check it out, see what it's all about. But the traffic was fast and the money was slow. The people I met you never get to know. I kinda miss this place I used to live back home. 'Cause up here it's breakneck, paycheck, rat race. What's next? I'm tired of feeling like a small fish in a big pond. I think I'll go back where I came from, where everybody knows my name. My friends are still the same. I guess the slow life hit me just right, like a bonfire on a cold night. Hell, and you can keep your 9 to 5. Happy with the simple life. Yeah, I ain't here to try to change your mind, trying to save your time, in case you're thinking about breaking out the bucket list. Girl, you can skip this funny business, 'cause up there it's complicated and overrated. Down here everything is understated. That's alright by me. I got everything that I need, but there is breakneck, paycheck, rat race.
And here we are on the last, I wouldn't even really, I mean, this is a pass, yeah, but it's like a quarter of the header width. So this is insane. We're definitely, I mean, these beans yielded okay. We got about a truckload off of them, which is, well, I guess that's pretty bad. I don't know. We did everything right this year when we were prepping. Soil test came back good. I mean, this isn't a massive field, but I'm gonna let you guys in on a little secret. After the season finishes up, we're definitely gonna expand the farm because we're getting a lot of equipment. I absolutely hate seeing things sit outside. We've got quite a bit of money from accumulation of selling grain and investments, and I kind of want to have our own bins too. So we might build a big farm up after harvest, so just watch for that video because I'm sure that'll come out. Well, this is one heck of a combine. I'll give my honest thoughts about it. The extra header is nice. Some of the technology, I like being able to control my sieve up front and doing all that. The John Deere don't do 100% all that. Like I said, this is a pretty good combine, way out of my price range, honestly, but I do have to say my favorite thing is the capability to run that 50-foot head. So, like I said, overall, I'm happy with it. It's pretty good, but we're gonna go ahead and get up in the AGCO, fill the rest of this Dakota up, and we'll straight haul it because that is our only option. So unfortunately, the AGCO still has like, I don't know, maybe 2/10 of its full. It kind of sucks that that grain cart's still full because it would have been nice to fit it all in one load. But we're gonna go ahead and get up in the International, fire this thing on, go ahead and fold the tarp, and yeah, we're on our way. It looks like we have 38,750 liters up in this trailer. And here is back to prime example that this truck is under horsepowered. I mean, goodness gracious. But without further ado, we did a lot of stuff today. We'll go ahead and open up this cornfield a little more, but catch you on the next. And we'll park this right here. We'll leave it running. Old AGCO hooked up to our J&M. You know, I really am loving this. And yeah, I still have the Ford truck. It needs to be, you know, we've got a lot to do in the off season. You know, this upcoming winter. A lot of stuff to build, a lot of equipment to move around, and overall, a lot of big projects. And the old S760 will climb up in here, turn this thing on. We waited a few days, didn't get the Milo or the other cornfield yet, but we're here at the home base. Go ahead and take a little bit off, and we'll see what the moistures are running, see if it's ready to go today or not. And yeah, on our monitor over here, we have plenty and plenty. So what we'll do is we'll back up here, go ahead and stick the auger out so we can start fresh. Well, I think everything's good. Like I said, we're running pretty good. The ground, yeah, that's just the map. Unfortunately, we've got a lot to do, so I'm gonna hop up in here. I've had a lot of people kind of tell me that the 8R should leave, so this is, but the problem is it's our only tractor that can really pull this disc without many problems, so I think we're just gonna hang on to it for now. I know it doesn't really fit into the farm at all, kind of like our easily biggest price thing other than the combine, so we will stick it over here kind of out of the way because eventually we're gonna have to work some ground anyways. And yeah, we'll climb up in this combine and we'll get rocking and rolling today, everybody. Alright, and just like that, our field of corn is done, so we'll hop up over in the ag co. Yes, the J&M is full to the brim, it cannot hold anymore. Now, we've got quite a few things that I told you guys we were probably going to sell, and we decided that we have a buddy in town who he's an auctioneer. So what we're going to do is we're going to set some of our equipment after this out there, and yeah, I think you guys are going to be in a real surprise because the building of our expansion on this farm is coming a lot sooner than you thought. And here we are. Here's what we have for sale. We've got it all lined up pretty. F350, you guys knew that was leaving. Demco is leaving as well. We have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 shank ripper that we just don't use enough. The 4050 we actually bought. Super nice tractor. We just don't utilize it enough here. It doesn't really have a place. And then the Vaterstad. It doesn't have a place as well. So there's 1, 2, 3, 5 things that are going to be going on sale. But right now we have to get into the big part of this episode. And that is farm expansion. So if you come with me, go ahead and get building. And here we have it. Got our nice little building over here. Couple of new bins. It's definitely gonna make it's definitely gonna help. We'll just say that. But with that, catch y'all on the next one.
I go straight from the bank, gassing up the tank, cranking up the radio, playing old Hank. It ain't that long